Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Oasis from CZT Tomas Padros. This is a really neat border tangle, and 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 I don't want to say simple, but simple to do. It's really nice. Okay, and on the side as I was playing, when you look at this, the first shape on the step out, it looks like this. And because I was playing with drawing it, where you think it looks like a cursive S or S, a cursive L. What am I thinking? Well, here's what I'm thinking. It's really kind of like an S shape that turns into another S shape, but that's too hard to say. I mean, they look like little fishes, and it's funny as I was reading his stuff. I just looked at the pictures and then I read, and I was calling them little fishes, and that's what he called them. It was kind of funny. All right, this one, the stroke goes like this. So thinking of an S, I'm going to work from the bottom. I'm also going to try to draw bigger than I think, and you cannot see. Okay, let's try that again. Here. All right, you can. Let me go. I hold my pen down here normally. So let me go up here so you can see. Okay, so, and I'm going to start right here. Like so. So we're going up one side and down another. It's down the other. It's kind of like a, like I said, an S coming to an S, just kind of mirroring it. All right, or I mean, lots of different ways that you could think about it. Then, and I liked this tip on the side. It does pay to read. We're going to do this, but we're going to do it the opposite direction. Okay, so with the little, the tail part up on top. And I love that he said, think of it as aura-ing. And so that's what I'm going to do. And because I was like, do I flip my tile? I tried that. I didn't really like it. Just drawing it, but getting in your mind, aura-ing. And for those that don't know, to aura is basically to outline, and we outline the contour. But we're going to do it at a bit of a distance here. So I'm going to come here, and starting from the top, coming down, and you see how it's an S shape. I just paused there, and then coming back up the other side, meeting up towards the top, and then we want to, flare that out. Okay, and then you just continue this as far as you need to go. Just continue, and then don't worry if things go awry. And if you can take a look at Thomas's Instagram account, and I'm honestly, I hope that you don't have to have an account to look at it. I don't know, but do give it a try and see. But there's lots of ways to then to decorate it. So once you have all of these fish shapes, in a row, they don't have to be the same size. Like I said, he had some really neat variations on his Instagram page. The next step that we're going to do, and actually I'll just start it here, is we're going to, these little tail pieces, and if you want to use the take off and land concept, meaning we're going to just trace over a little bit, and then we're going to touch the top of this, or the round part here, and continue over to this. And if you continue it up and around just a little bit, I think it helps. It adds that continuity. And then we'll just do this one right here. All right, and I'm going to flip the tile so that way we're doing the same thing. I'm just going to take this one off the edge. And then, again, taking off here and then landing up there. And then just kind of going slow because it's nice to merge in. Like right here I have a little bump. The little bump things just drive me a little bit crazy. But that is essentially it right there. So let's see. Let me give you one idea for how to decorate. First thing is, well, so you could fill these guys in or not, but let's just aura this, and you could aura with different sizes if you want. But so I'm just going to come off this side, and this will be like an elongated S, right? And then we could aura this. It's going to be the same shape, like so. And then this one, it's the opposite way. And so as you're playing with it, maybe do this decoration first. If you're having any trouble doing that initial shape, well, let's do this side too because we have room. And maybe that will help. Just maybe. And then this one is going the opposite direction. Okay? And let's see. Let's maybe color that in. It is kind of nice to do. I liked it when I did it in my sample. But you could just do this. You could shade it if you want to. You could aura on the inside. I'm just going to fill it in black with solid black here. And one of the things that I personally like to do when I'm deciding how I want to decorate is first assessing if things kind of went awry a little bit. And so I will look to see what course correcting do I need to do first, and then that might determine how I decide to proceed with decorating. So if something got a little bit wonky in these, then like let's see, and here you have to be careful. I did these S shapes, the aura-ing before I did this fill in, so because I did that, I would have to be careful of how I decided to course correct, because I've pretty much aura'd the contour, and I'm moving back to the 01. That was the graphic one. It's so nice for filling in, but I also sometimes will stay away from the edges, so that way I don't accidentally go over. But so like right here, if I wanted to make this side, because it's leaning a little this way, this is more curvy than this side, what I can do is, and I like to do this kind of with the 01, is just bring that shape out a little bit how I might want it, ever so slightly, little by little. And you can adjust the shape, as I call it, course correct. And it's just neat. Then let's do this. Yeah, because these curve, let's just put some graphite at the top and the bottom. There's going to be so many different ways that you can play with this, and it's so much fun. There we go. And I'm just going to bring that out a little bit and down. And this is, again, well, if you've been following, you know this already. If not, that's why I like to repeat, because I never know, right? You just want to make sure when you're doing the shading. So I'm bringing it down, it's almost a little bit more than a third of the way, but a third of the way is a good guide when you're doing both ends, because you want, of whatever you're shading like this, because you want to have original tile color in the middle, so that way then you get the curve. Now, something else you could do as well, and I'm going to see what this looks like in the camera. And I'm doing this because I like to have a bit of a jaggedy edge. Oh. And it's like, some of mine, it's not so pronounced. So what I'm going to do, because we don't put erasers in our kits for reasons, and that is, it's fun. Fun to just do, and if you ended up not liking something, well then it's, let's just figure out what we need to do. There's no erasers in life, so see how that helped. That helped a whole lot. And if life, if art mimics life or life mimics art, I have to look up Rick and Maria's quote again. Either way or both ways, we have no erasers in life, and so sometimes we just have to make do. And so for me, it kind of is a personal challenge to, if I don't like something, let's just see what more we can do with it, and get it to a point where it's like, yeah, that's really cool. And I'm going to say, yeah, that's really cool. And then while we're at it, just because they're there and I have a jelly roll, that looks so cool. Let's see. If I was doing that, sometimes I'll flip it and do the same on the other side, and that's okay. But let me do this way. Oh, it still ends up looking neat. You know what? It is just so much fun to add these little, I call them swoosh marks. There we go. Sometimes it needs to be a little bit drier. And then when you put the white gel pen, I will say gel pen as generic because there are different brands. Look at how cool that looks. So neat. So I hope you enjoyed this. And thank you, Thomas, if you ever watch this, for this wonderful tangle. It's such a neat border tangle. And do check out his Instagram, so that way the link, so that way you can see all of the different ways that you can use this and decorate it. Just so neat. So below that in the description section, also I'll have links to connect with me if you like to. Actually, oh, and I don't have it handy. Gosh darn it. We were playing with this yesterday when we were doing my Tough Tangle Tuesday. And oh wait, hold on a second. Let me get it. I forgot I could pause. So I do a number of classes. A lot of them are free, and I do some that I charge for. And this is once a month I do something called Tough Tangle Tuesday. This one was really tougher than it looks. But we did, I'm going to pronounce it, I have to pronounce it right. It is Kalankoe by CZT Amico Kaneko, and or Kaneko. And anyway, that's what this tangle is. But in the sample, she used Oasis, and so we hurried up and looked, and I said, "Oh well, great! I'll do this for the next quickie." So I did that on the outside here, and that was just that was my first attempt at it. And I'm like, "This is a nice tangle. We have to do this for our daily." And so here we are. And again, what a fun tangle! And if you are interested in live classes, I'd love to have you join us, and just to have some fun with tangling. But yeah, all the information is on my website. It is in the description section below the links to the step outs. And if you like the video, would love to have a thumbs up or a like. Also, feel free to share it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would love to have you as a subscriber. And with that, thanks again so much for watching, and have fun with this, and have fun tangling.